friends. Our ecosystem DigiU is again here, and I, Alexey Ognev, together with our technical director Peter. Peter, hello, nice to meet you. Yes, hello. Peter is not a frequent guest here, so please listen attentively to what he is telling. Write down everything you don't know, study it, and get more information in the area of AI, because all the information you are to hear right now is from the cutting edge of our developments. And this is from the very thick of the basil. So today we will speak about what Peter's department is doing in the area of AI. Recently we have presented our ecosystem, and now our webinars, which you attend right now, we are teaching you, we are telling you about about everything which our departments are doing. Last time there was the webinar with our Alexander E., our strategic director, and we were discussing venture fund projects. If you haven't watched it already, please watch it. But today we are to speak about the artificial intelligence and what our technical director is doing and at what stage of development AI is right now and within our ecosystem. We will start with the general areas. We'll remind you what is AI, where it is right now, at what stage of development it is in the world, and what has happened within the last year or half a year. Let us start from the very beginning. Peter, AI. What is trendy right now in the AI area? How demanded it is, and is there anything which was especially interesting for you, which happened within the last half a year? Well, within the last year or half a year, there were really significant events in this area. Generation of videos, audios, and different graphics is continuing, is going on and on. The experts have predicted that long ago, and we have expected that. This is now already an industrial application, and now there are lots of fake videos, audios, and fake graphics. Right now, this is continuing in the NLP area, and this is the processing of our natural language. In particular, not long ago, a couple of months ago, a big and serious neural net, GPT-3, in the English language appeared, and right now it also exists in the Russian language. This neural net allows us to imitate, to simulate phrases, styles, and some nuances of human communication in the text form. It allows us to write poems and text, but as usual, this technology is already used by lots of different bad people, bad guys, and experts are expecting a certain boom in the internet. And it will be not only fake accounts, but also, and not only pictures, but also communication. And we can expect clones of Donald Trump and many other interesting characters who write tweets, texts, and so on. In reality, this neural net, apart from writing such simple text, has also showed itself, presented itself pretty well in its ability to solve different solutions. We have learned the computer from the point of view of text mining to play chess without knowing the rules, and this neural net, based on GPT-2, it started to play at the level of a Grossmeister and higher. By means of the GPT-3, we are expecting leaps forward in the area of AI, and we are planning to use it in our research as well. Do I get it right that this neural net can write text, it can play chess? Yeah, from the point of view of the text, yes, but from the point of view of an ordinary user, what does it do? It can do a lot. It can solve a lot of different tasks. It was obviously generated, it was obviously created to generate text, chatbots, poems, and music. Currently, it is well known that a number of artists write music by means of this neural net. And as it is possible to solve lots of tasks, to formulate lots of tasks in the text form, including playing chess, playing chess can be considered as a text. And it turned out that this GPT can help you to create a chess player without knowing the rules. Of course, we are expecting a lot of new advancements in the area of temporary leads, predictive analytics, and so on and so forth. We are planning to apply this net by setting the time series as a text. Dear friends, this sounds wonderful. It is very interesting information. And I would like to highlight that there are certain moments you should pay attention to. Starting from the very beginning, we have been talking about the fact that artificial intelligence, is solutions, and all solutions developed on the basis of it can be used in different areas of our lives, actually in all areas of our lives. Please pay attention to Peter's words. This is the net which can generate text, which can play chess, which can do a lot of other things. These advanced technologies are always within our focus, and we use them in our developments. The next question, not even a question, but a certain idea. Our leader of our blockchain laboratory, Pavel Boris, at our recent webinar mentioned that blockchain is a certain infrastructure to develop artificial intelligence, and he is focused on this thesis in his work. It is obvious for our partners, for our investors, for everyone who is following us, who is watching us, that we are focused on blockchain, and we combine blockchain and artificial intelligence, and this intersection we find some solution. You, as a technical director, as someone who is more experienced in AI, who is educated in this area, what do you think about that? What do you think about the interrelations of blockchain and as an infrastructure? Well, up to the previous year, I didn't have anything to do with blockchain. And as I was working on the development of AI, we developed certain solutions for machine learning. And the main issue we came across is, of course, the issue of big data. And when my colleagues, and Boris in particular, came to me with blockchain, initially I didn't understand anything of what they were talking about, but then I started to study the problem, to study the matter. It turned out that blockchain, for me, as a mine of information, reliable data which cannot be changed, data which can be formalized very well. So the neural net can be taught really efficiently based on this data. Together with Boris, we were working on blockchain, and I was studying blockchain, and I saw that it is a great infrastructure. I can't really say if it is an ecosystem, but this is basically the whole world, which is parallel to our reality, but in digital representation. There is the whole alternative to basically everything, to basically all financial sector, banking, and so on. And then this ecosystem, this infrastructure is under the very rapid development. It is used in a lot of areas, starting from medicine, insurance, and up to logistics, and so on and so forth. It turned out that blockchain is a wonderful method to store data, to protect them from all sorts of fraud. In the result, blockchain can be applied in lots of areas, and it turned out that this is perfect for machine learning. Great. Here, it should be highlighted that blockchain technology can be applied in a lot of areas. Basically, basically, I have cited you. You are always asking us if we are only focused on finances in our developments of products. The answer is as follows. Finances is, of course, the fastest way to check some hypotheses, some assumptions, and the fastest way to get commercial profits, leading to payment of the dividends and commercial success. But the technologies we are developing within our ecosystem can be applied in all areas of life. And first of all, we are developing technologies. As we were getting ready to this webinar, you mentioned that this interrelation is very efficient, and you have even mentioned certain companies which use that. I think this information would be very good for our audience. The interrelation between AI and blockchain in the global industry is used very successfully, and I think Peter will give some examples. Yes, the company which is an example for us, is Alameda Research. This is the company which was created especially to use classical algo trading. But as blockchain appeared, it realized, it understood the whole power of this technology and this infrastructure, and as the result, it started to use blockchain. It made it compatible with AI, and they came to the same conclusions, and there was a huge boost to its profits. Alameda Research is one of the leaders in the algo trading world, and the results of the recent years, or basically months, maybe half a year, the company was able to grow a lot, to increase its efficiency, thanks to the interrelation between machine learning and blockchain infrastructure. In particular, a certain subclass is DeFi, and it is exactly this interrelation which leads to great results in the area of trading, and we are going in the same direction. We started to do it before, even earlier, but when we got this information, we were certain that this is what is really worth doing. Great. Now, let us give some definite examples. From the point of view of if it is possible, of course, if it is not a secret, if it is possible to tell something to our audience, let us speak about what your department is doing right now from the point of view of the artificial intelligence. Of course, if you can't speak about that, well, our department is concentrated on predictive analytics. Predictive analytics predicts, it tries to predict different events in future based on certain events in the past and on certain events in present. Our predictions can be very short, for a very short period, seconds or even milliseconds, but they can be also done for longer periods like months or years. As a basis, we use several sectors, starting from predicting of accidents or incidents in the factories, up to forecasting of traffic jams, to understand where certain traffic jams can happen, to optimize the flow of the traffic. But as there is we have a lot of expertise, it turned out that it is a really good and very fast method to check the efficiency of our neural nets is the financial markets. If you have done everything correctly, your trading is also correct. On the basis of that, we implemented our algorithmic trading, the fourth area within the predictive analytics. And we have basically already implemented several bots in the closed mode, which already trade based on hybrid models. These are statistical models, classical machine learning, classical mathematics, and so on. And also, of course, there is some assistance from humans. And in the result, we have identified the way, which is also applied by Alameda, which is basically hybrid models where all possible predictions are used. This is the fourth area, classical area, algorithmic trade with machine learning. The second area, which is actually new for us, and we identify that after we integrated our activities with blockchain, this is the prevention of vulnerabilities of the market, which is present in blockchain and in particular in DeFi. If you do deals with cryptocurrencies, this might be not efficient because there are always bots present, hunters who want to get your funds, and they sort of eat some portion of your means. In the test mode, we have implemented a hunter, a software which is hunting such software. Is it front run? Yes, this is front run and anti-front run. This is a killer of such hunters. Now we are testing that, and it turned out that it is possible to look for such hunters in the net and to kill them. Well, this is an obvious and also not obvious method of applying such technologies, right? To look for those who look for vulnerabilities, right? Yes, for those who look for vulnerabilities. Yes, this is interesting. What do you think about that? How prepared are certain products to do something? Well, in general, I think the technology is basically nearly ready. From the point of view of the products, from the point of view of business cases, in my view, this is not really ready. This is like at the medium level, we have to finish that. But basically, the technology is capable of achieving a certain result. Yes, this is what was interesting for me. This is very interesting. This sounds exciting, dear friends. Please pay attention to what Peter has told us right now. This was a certain teaser of our possible next products of our ecosystem, which you can or may interact with in future, depending on if they will be used and to what extent they will be used. Maybe these will be products for business, maybe this will be products for ordinary people. Please follow our news. But the information which you have learned right now is very new. It has never been announced before. And as I always highlight, this is the main goal which we have set and we have achieved. We have created the ecosystem within the limits of which certain ideas start from the scratch and develop up to their physical implementation within the limits of our technology. And this is our main achievement, thanks to which we managed to follow our roadmap to pay dividends several times and to set really ambitious goals for this year. Here, I would like, I think, here I would finish our webinar, and Peter, please, and I would like you to wish something to our audience. Wish something to our audience from your point of view, from the point of view of how you see it, from the point of view of someone who is highly intelligent, who is highly penetrated in all these matters. We are represented in over 180 countries. We have over 60,000 partners in our ecosystem, and all of them will watch this webinar again and again. Please wish something to our audience. Well, I would like to wish you to express a short wish. Please follow the development of artificial intelligence in the internet and all around you. This is really exciting, and it will be really exciting. There are lots of ideas, there are lots of events all around artificial intelligence. Some of them you don't even notice. Targeted advertising, for example, and up to autonomous cars, which are now already launched in several countries. Please be attentive to this world, and you will see that artificial intelligence is penetrating our life faster and faster, and I think it's great. Yes, great. I would like to say the same, and please, guys, pay more attention to artificial intelligence and study this world, search this world. This is the main thing which is always highlighted by us. I thank you for being with us today. Please write your questions in the comments. We will answer them. Please write your questions in the chats. We will address them to Peter, and we will ask Peter to answer them. This is the most important thing that you can do right now. Please express your feedback. This is always helpful for us. Thank you very much, and see you soon.